guys, it's Neptorka here, back for another reaction video. I was not expecting to do this today, but we have a new Fire Emblem Heroes banner, and it's going to be for the regular heroes, like your normal banner of the month. So they're still kind of doing things backwards, ever since like the end of November. We'll see if this continues. I bet it'll probably swap back in February, but I like it. It gives us a little bit more time because we've always been crunched. December units, New Year's units, and the January units. So hopefully this will give us more time between units. So let's go ahead and take a look. I wasn't expecting this. I love this new opening. Okay. La Rochelle. I know someone's gonna be happy about this.
It's understandable that you would be so captivated by me.
Not a huge fan of the art. Arcana Latona. Okay. Oh man, she has a lot. Jeez. Okay.
I'm not finished yet.
Yeah, really not a fan of the artwork there. She can act again after. Nice.
I'll captivate them.
How much damage? Oh, she's got her that ability that like inflicts.
Admire all you want.
Anti-counter. I like the animations.
With grace, of course.
That was against Lord, though. Who's already outdated. Look right here. That's pretty good. It's a good multi-purpose unit.
I have to get stronger.
Okay. New heroes. Who the hell is this?
I am Morva, leader of the dragons, guardian of the Darkling Woods. I shall be off.
I don't remember him at all. Okay. Seems pretty boring. I think that's a good way to put it. Pretty plain.
As it once did.
Okay. Here's our demo. Man, I don't remember these characters. It's been so long since I've played
I'm
Sega
Franz.
Stones.
Every bit a Knight of Renee.
Okay.
Are you sure?
There's our demo. And an aided hero. We haven't gotten an aided hero in a while, have we? Aided loot.
It would be a benefit to humanity if I were able to control all monsters. Allow me
Kind of
to
an okay
demonstrate.
artwork. Not really impressed by it. Damn. It's a lot of damage. gotta say, the two, like, primary units of this banner are freaking stacked with abilities. Jeez.
Time for you to leave.
I do like that attacking ability. Okay. Yeah, we know how it works. They've released so few of them, they forget what to do. Okay. I wasn't expecting this, man. I gotta say, I'm not really happy with the artwork, though. It's kind of a bummer. Alright, let me go ahead and take a look at things, and then I'll kind of come back and give you my opinion of it. Alright, guys, we're back. I gotta say, I don't know if the units themselves are as amazing as the fodder that they provide in this specific banner. I'm really impressed with some of the things that they can do. La Rochelle and Loot specifically are pretty crazy, and this is very much a support based banner.
So captivated
So
by
just some of
me.
the things to point out for this. This arcane staff is absolutely nuts. Besides giving imbue to all of your allies, basically the effect that Freyr has that just, you know, cleanses everyone right at the start is on an arcane staff and can be given to everyone. This is nuts. And then it has this increased damage effect, which is starting to come kind of baseline on just about everything out there. So, man, I gotta say, this already is a crazy start for her. Then she has Ice Lock, which you can also give. And moving on, she has even more support abilities. Just like her young version, she basically is able to inflict all of these debuffs, which would be Speed Res -7, Triangle Adept, Sabotage, and preventing counterattacks, at the start of the turn and after the unit acts. So, I mean, for a long time, especially in Aether Rays, what I would do is I would set up, when I had trouble with the unit, I would just set up my unit I would set up my La Rochelle in a place where she could just put the debuff on the unit, and then my other units that couldn't survive a counterattack would just go in and wreck the unit. It was so good. And now she can do it, you know, once again with Peerless Beauty. I mean, plus it gives her all of the attack that she needs in it. It's just kind of nuts. Like, her support capabilities, she's going to be considered one of the best supports to have in the game. Preempt Amplify just continues to add on to that. It's not as impressive as the others, but just the amount of buffing and support she gives across the board, plus she's able to hold her own in a fight. This is a crazy unit. It's an incredible unit. So really impressed with this. I'm really tempted to go for this just so I can fodder it to the old Nana. I've always loved the artwork of that, the Nana that came out a couple years ago, the flying Nana staff unit. But, like, it's hard to create a staff unit, you know, with good effects. And this arcane staff is so good that I think it's going to be worth it. So, crazy good support unit here. Now, moving on, I do think La Rochelle is the best unit on this banner, but I think the others have some really promising stuff with them. Now, probably the biggest thing out of, I don't even know what this guy's name is again. Hang on. I like never heard of him before. I don't remember him at all.
I am Morva, leader of the dragon.
Yeah, I don't remember him at all. I remember the Darkling Woods. I always, for some reason, I thought Myr was by herself there. Probably the biggest thing that he's going to have here is giving a warp bubble to everyone. And basically just, it's going to shut down any teleportation anywhere around you. It's just a safety measure. Other than that, I honestly don't think he brings much to the table. I believe he's got a different type of hold at the bottom, which is great. But overall, basically his weapon with the warp bubble, basically buff giving it to everyone is great. Everything else is just kind of, you know. And this paragraph now is just becoming standard on every unit. That this is to like deal with power creep, basically. It's kind of sad, but it is. But this is such a common thing now that I feel like anyone who does not have this right here is living in 3 years ago FeH. Like, they're just behind. So, but yeah, I mean, even his Kanto isn't the greatest. It's just kind of okay. Now, warping with Kanto is a little different story, but anyways, this is a unit probably you should skip. Not worth it. He should be going to the general pool anyways. Not that, you know, you can count on the luck of getting that, but yeah. Moving on to Franz here. Nothing really special. I do like the fact that he's got a Spectrum debuff on, you know, everyone on 3 rows and 3 columns. And neutralizes, you know, special cooldown charge plus X on those foes, which is pretty good. But, I mean, you're not going to be choosing this over several of the other rearmed lances out there. So, another one that you should skip, probably. Now, looking at Loot. Loot is kind of an interesting case. Like, this entire first section of her kit is about her teleportation abilities. Man, it's just like having hold, I feel like, on a unit. Like, I feel like her teleportation abilities are no better than, gosh, I've already forgotten his name, Morva. I just don't think it's that special. And then the rest of her kit, obviously, I think is very good. You know, the attack res my 7 sabotage, and she basically puts a debuff that kills miracle effects, which is really nice. And then she's got the standard damage buff here for a tome. So it's kind of nice in that regard. But overall, I don't think there's anything special here. And if she just had this, I think she'd be in trouble. But she's also got superior talent, which helps her as well. The buffing of giving, you know, attack res plus 6 creation pulse and Kanto 1 to every unit is really nice. And then she's also got a huge bonus to her attack down here, which helps her out a bunch. So overall, I think this with the weapon will make her usable, but don't expect anything too special. As for attack res lull finish, I mean, it's another upgrade. I don't know if it's going to compete with the other out there. Finish, I believe, generally means the restoring of 7 HP at the end. So it's like a side grade to some of the other abilities out there. Overall, I don't think this one's going to be worth it. It's been a long time since we had an aided unit. I think, though, if you really want something of value, you go for La Rochelle. But even then, a lot of people don't really care about having a staff unit. But she is going to bring a lot of value. So, in this banner, colorless is the way to go. Go for La Rochelle. Everything else is like 2 steps below that. 2 steps below that is loot. Morva, I would almost value that AoE warp bubble as high as the stuff in Loot's kit. That's how impressive I think having, you know, kind of that warp bubble deny out there is. So pick your poison. I don't know if we're actually getting some specialty units or some special units during this month. January is usually like a desert type banner or you can even call it like the skimpier clothing banner. That's usually what happens in January before we get Valentine's banner. I'm betting it'll probably stay that way. We'll see. Um, but overall, yeah, it's an okay banner, but I don't think it's something you really need to stress over. If you're deciding between this and the current New Year's banner that's going on, the New Year's banner is probably better. Unless, of course, you want a good staff unit, then this is a this is a crazy support, and I think this will be considered one of the best supports in the game. This La Rochelle, but she is, I think, alone the best unit on the banner. That's my opinion. I hope it helps you out with your pulling. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to do this today, but here we are. And we got ourselves a new unit. So hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. And good luck to you guys out there in your polls. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Neptarka out. See you guys.